Right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bahadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect on the highways and byways, on the highways and hedges, teaching this truth. It's your brother Rabbi now coming out with another lesson. Hopefully, it's edifying. I wanted to come back over here, man. I was in the area. I figured I'd hop out. Do one by Boylston Street by the Heinz Convention Center. Yesterday we came across a brother that walked by the altar, and he's known to go to other people's altars. He likes to go from this camp to that camp and come around brothers and all that. He's been doing that for a while, and I was thinking about this last night when I was upon my bed, thinking on what did I do wrong, like did I do something wrong, like, just thinking back on it, and it just made me think, some brothers ain't brothers, man. Some people, it's like I gotta fix my vocabulary. People, they come around you and they think that, everything's good, but everything's not good, brother. Okay? You can't be jumping around, going here, going there, especially if you're not operating in the same doctrine, same belief. Okay? You're gonna cause a problem. I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know what type of stuff you be getting into, what you believe in. If you get around me, you say Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, like we believe in the same thing, but you've been around brothers, met that brother at the Boston camp, but them brothers don't even want him around. Okay? Last time I seen you come around, they told you to keep it going the other way. So, there's no difference here, so you popping up on me kind of got me off guard, and I don't want to feel like I'm talking shit. Your shoes are untied, brother. You're welcome. If I can talk shit and, dapping you up, but I shouldn't have done that, and I was thinking how the Lord had to just, I don't know how you got my channel, not that it matters. You got the channel, that's good, It's good that you listening, but you should be taking notes, okay? You shouldn't be coming up to the altar and you shouldn't be saying nothing. You shouldn't even be teaching, in my opinion, because you're teaching hypocrisies and lies, man. There's enough of that going on out here, and there's enough of that. You didn't trust in the Great Millstone doctrine. You went around with the brothers who broke off and started teaching some weird doctrine. You over there with them. You trying to come over here, and brothers even told me you even went over there to around other brothers. Okay, so that's what I need to talk about, man. That's what inspired me to talk about that, man. And there ain't nothing wrong. You want to pull up. It's all good, man. But you gotta keep your mouth shut, okay? You need to be taking notes. You need to be listening. You shouldn't be teaching anybody anything, because you out here, you stumbling and you groping in noonday, man. You crazy, man. And you haven't changed from the last time we saw you, okay? You still the same person. You still that same cameraman, except without the camera this time, okay? So if you listening to these videos, man, you need to be, you all over the place, man. Mixing up too much different wines. You were already drunk before you came into this thing. Now you more intoxicated, man. Okay. So that's what I want to talk about. Let's talk about let's go to the book of Amos. I'll start there. Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" So the answer is no. We can't walk together unless they be agreed, man. Okay? Because if we're walking together, that means we're going to the same destination. You don't walk in the doctrine that I'm walking in, so you're gonna have me mislead and go the other way. Okay? So I should have been more aware of these things, but you learn this as you go. When you try to apply the scriptures and you try to be obedient to laws, statutes, and commandments. It hurts people's feelings. You know, people get offended, man. And you should be offended. You should get cut. People are chastising you. They don't want you around them, but yet you still bring your ass around them, man. Okay? But what should have been done is I should have rebuked your ass again, just like the elders did. We should have did it. Everyone that sees that same face needs to rebuke him. Okay? Because he ain't coming in the spirit or power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Okay? And that's my fault not rebuking his ass while he was there with me today. I think the Lord sent him over there so I can rebuke his ass, man. I don't rebuke mad people, but then he come over here and I missed it. I missed the mark, man. Lord set it up, you know. It's like I like to think of it like baseball. You know, typically you normally see a curveball, you see a slider, fastball. That's what you typically see in the MLB. But every now and again you get somebody that throw a knuckleball. That's what the Lord threw at me, man. A knuckleball, man. A knuckleball. When you see that ball, you think you can knock it out the park, and it's so deceitful. You don't know what to do with it. And that's how I feel like what happened with me. You hop out. You got a garment on. You're bringing out scripture. It's too much all at once, man. But you should have been keeping your mouth shut. You shouldn't be coming out here with a Bible and an apocrypha, man. You don't know what you're talking about. You all over the place, man. You got dreads in your head, man. So that shows these are signs that you don't believe. Okay. These are signs that the Lord's not really dealing with you. But you're a young man, so I understand, man. But you gonna get me, you know, you gotta deal with brothers according to the scriptures, man. And the scriptures say you need to be rebuked. Okay. So can two walk together unless they be agreed? The answer is no, man. Okay. Matter of fact, there's another. Let me see if I can grab this other precept about an ox and a donkey. Goes into what I'm talking about two people walking together, man. You can't actually no, this ain't it, but this is a good one. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? There's no fellowship with righteousness and unrighteousness. Unrighteousness gonna lead to you getting put to death. Righteousness gonna lead to salvation. I'm trying to go on that route, man. You gonna walk down that path, man. You want dreads, you wanna grow them out, you wanna look like Bob Marley. Go do that. Go do that. Be like him, man. You asking questions that you asked me years ago, like maybe a year or two ago, the same damn question. Same questions you asking the elders in Boston, man. They don't answer your questions, man. About these women, man. You ask multiple people, no one wants to hear that, man. You've been given the counsel, you've been given the word, you rejected it. So we're gonna reject you too. This is how the Lord stretches out his hand so we can talk to you, but it seems that you don't like to listen. You don't like to hear the words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. The Lord sent you over here to I don't know why you came to the altar yesterday. I don't know why. Okay. Let me read that again. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? You unrighteousness. Okay? You need to be rebuked everywhere you go. Whoever saw that video, whoever sees that face, man, rebuke that man. He needs to be rebuked. Okay. I still can't find the precept I'm looking for. Something about an ox and a donkey. Ox and ass. I think it's in the Deuteronomy. Yeah, there it goes. So the book of Deuteronomy 22:10. Thou shalt not plow with an ox and an ass together. So you coming over here, I'm trying to plow, man. You know, I'm trying to do work. But you can't plow, put an ox and an ass together. Is that the picture I'm looking for? Let me see if I grab it. Maybe that's in the NLT. Let me grab that NLT. Deuteronomy 22 and 10. Because the reason, I thought the precept actually broke it down itself. But let's see. Maybe I got the right. I don't know. Deuteronomy. Yeah, Deuteronomy 22 and 10 in the NLT. You must not plow with an ox and a donkey harnessed together. Okay, I think that's a little closer. Because, you know, you got one going one way, the other going one, you know, they both doing two different things, man. They both want to eat at two different times. You know, one wants to eat, the other one wants to work. It's gonna mess up the plow, man. The work that's being done. I'm trying to build and you trying to take down. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me grab that. One build and one destroyer, something like that.
What's that for?
What's up?
What's that for?
What's what?
The tripod stuff?
Yeah. It's to hold up a phone.
Yeah, but like to record something?
Yeah, me.
You're making like a movie or something?
I'm making an epistle.
What?
A digital epistle.
What the hell is that?
You gotta look it up, brother. You gotta look it up.
Thanks, man.
Nah, let me, come here, brother.
Yeah,
So I'm talking about the children of Israel. You read the Bible at all?
Not since I was a kid.
Not since you were a kid?
Yeah.
Do you know who the Israelites are?
Nah, I'm not familiar with like any of that stuff.
Well, that's what you are. You're an Israelite.
Okay.
Okay? So it's your biblical identity. See, the Bible was created a long time ago, right? But today you call yourself what? What's your nationality?
Bajan.
You're Bajan?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know where Bajan is.
It's from Barbados.
Barbados, so yeah, you're an Israelite. So the so-called West Indians, you would be considered West Indians. They go back to a tribe called the Benjamites. Okay? And we're trying to tell those people who they are, because that's your nationality. This was all prophesied that you were going to not know who you were in the last days.
Right, no, exactly.
So this is what's going on. If you got a YouTube channel, feel free to listen.
Okay.
You got YouTube?
Yeah, for sure. I don't got service, so I have to put in my notes.
That's okay. You got
What's it called?
my channel's called Fruit from the Branch. That's the spiritual stop. I was gonna message you, but it sounds.
I think that, yeah.
You were inquiring.
This fucking asshole.
You were inquiring, so I'm like, maybe the Lord want me to share my channel.
I'll check you out.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out, brother. Yeah, you too, brother. Okay. That's the spirit. That's a joke. But back to young boy, man. Young boy, man, you gotta get your shit together, man. You don't wanna, I can't even find a precept I'm looking for. It's basically saying, why someone's building, one's taken down, what is that gonna do? It's not gonna do anything, okay? It's not gonna do anything, man. Okay, I can't even think of the precept, but it's probably in it might even be in the Apocrypha. The book of 1 Corinthians 15 and 33, be not deceived, evil communications corrupt good manners. So being around people who are not in the same doctrine is going to corrupt you. I don't need to be corrupted. Why do I need to be corrupted? It's already hard enough to deal with the men that's already doing the work. Okay? It's already hard enough to try to follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. It's already hard. And then here you come, who just rejects the word, and then we're supposed to build with you and help get you on. Nah, you get yourself on the level, man. And it's been too long. You've been in this truth longer than me, and you still got dreads in your head, man. Or whatever the hell you call that shit. Okay? Nobody rebuked you for that, man. You need to be rebuked for that shit, man. Okay? Proverbs 13 and 20. He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed. So I don't want to have company with a fool, man. You laboring in the wrong doctrine. Last week you were a New Testament nigga with them niggas, man. You think you're in the New Testament? Go to Israel and see if you're in the New Testament. Why you got a Bible in your hand if you're in the New Testament? Shouldn't this word be inside your body? Shouldn't you already know the Lord? It's foolishness. Then you with them and you praying to Jesus Christ, and you come over here and now you praying to our Lord. No. Can two walk together unless they be agreed, man? Okay. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words. It's vanity to think that you and I can labor together. For because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. You're a disobedient child. I'm sorry, brother. You buy an altar and you smoking a cigarette. Yeah, but I don't need a second-hand smoke, brother. Can you smoke? Blow it somewhere else, brother. No. So just fuck me then, man. Okay. But that's spirit. See, you tell it. That's these spirits. That's Jake for you, man. That's Jake for you. He wants you to. That's what the Lord wants you to do. Come smoke a cigarette at the altar. It's all good. It's all good. Maybe he got something for you, man. Okay. Maybe he got something for you, man. Ephesians 5 and 11, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Okay, so you need to be reproved. But our people, they can't be reproved. You tell them, they ignore it. That's why they're gonna die. How many times we gotta tell you about these? Answer your question, man. How many times we gotta do that? Multiple times. How many times you gotta hear the word? Got this demon over here, man. Okay. That's our people, you know. They get around the so-called white man. They listen to go across the street. Hey, sir, yes, sir. You know. That's what's wrong with our people. That's why we can't be unequally yoked with unbelievers, man. Because we're not going in the same direction. Second Samuel 14 verse 26. It says, and when he polled his head, for it was at every year's end that he polled it, because the hair was heavy on him, therefore he polled it. He weighed the hair of his head at 200 shekels after the king's weight. So who's that talking about? He's talking about Absalom. Okay? Absalom had hair on his head, man. Okay? And he polled it. Polled it means to shear it, like a sheep. You shear off hair off a sheep. He did it once a year. Okay? He said it weighed 4:26, it says, and 200 shekels after the king's weight. So it was heavy, man. Okay? That's a lot of hair. And that's what you're doing, man. You trying to grow your hair out so you can be more like. Hey brother, you don't know what you're talking about. You smoking cigarettes, man. You believe in the so-called white man. Okay? You got a spirit, man, here, man. Second Samuel 18. See, the Lord will do that, man. He'll send Jake right over here to condemn himself. And 9. And Absalom met the servants of David, and Absalom rode upon a mule. And the mule went under the thick boughs of a great oak, and his head caught hold of the oak. He was taken up between the heaven and the earth, and the mule that was under him went away. So this is Absalom, man. He got caught up in a tree because of his hair. Okay. And a certain man saw it and told Joab and said, behold, I saw Absalom hanged in an oak. So he's hanging from his head in a damn tree, man.
How are you going to teach them the rules if they don't know the law?
And Joab said unto the man that told him, and behold, thou sawest him, and why didst thou not smite him there to the ground? And I would have given thee 10 shekels of silver in a girdle. So Joab wanted him to put that man to death. You saw him, you should have put him to death. That's what he was saying. And the reason why he wanted to put him to death is Joab was wicked. He knew that the king's commandment was to leave Absalom alone. Okay? But he wanted to make his own decree. 2 Samuel 18 in verse number 12. And the man said unto Joab, though I should receive 1,000 shekels of silver in my hand, yet should I not put forth my hand against the king's son. For in our hearing the king charged thee and Abishai and Ittai, saying, beware that none touch the young man Absalom. So that was the decree, not to touch him. Otherwise I should have wrought falsehood against mine own life. For there is no matter hid from the king, and though thyself wouldest have set thyself against me. Then said Joab, I may not tarry thus with thee. And he took 3 darts in his hand and thrust them through the heart of Absalom while he was yet alive in the midst of the oak. So he got put to death, long story short, having long hair. Okay. But he didn't have hair like you got here, man. He had the plaited hair. Okay.
Think about it. You show them.
Hey, brother, be quiet, be quiet, brother. You need to keep your mouth shut in the church,
Okay,
brother.
let's see it like a game. Tell them what the
Second
game
Esdras
is.
5.
The rules of the game.
Yeah, the rules of the game. You're right.
Right, but you gotta show them the game first, and then you tell them this is the rules of the game. I'm just giving
Hey, brother, you smoke your cigarette, and the faster you leave, the better it'll be. I don't know why you smoking a cigarette here. Yeah, but I don't want to smell your smoke, but you don't give a fuck, right? Fucking blowing smoke over there. But you're disrupting the word. You're just a demon. Second Esdras 5:51. He answered me and said, ask a woman that beareth children, and she shall tell thee. Say unto her, wherefore are not they whom thou hast now brought forth, like those that were before, but less of stature? So what happens is, right over here like a so ask a woman when she has kids, what happens is, back then we were a lot taller, a lot stronger. So having a bigger body, bigger frame, you would have more hair, okay? Things were way more. Second Esdras 5 and verse 53, and she shall answer thee, they that be born in the strength of youth are of one fashion, and they that are born in the time of age, when the womb faileth, are otherwise. So, through the generations, we start to get smaller, man, in stature. So back then, you gotta think Absalom, King David, they were much taller than us. Okay, these men probably stood at somewhere around 10 feet, man. Okay. Second Esdras chapter 5, 53. And she shall answer thee, they that be, Second Esdras 5:54. Consider thou therefore also how that ye are lesser stature than those that were before you. So we're lesser stature than those that were before us. And we're going all the way back to King David, so they were a lot greater than us in stature. And so are they that come after you less than ye, as the creatures which now begin to be old and have passed over the strength of youth. Then said I, Lord, I beseech thee, if I have found favor in thy sight, show thy servant by whom thou visitest thy creature. So most that was pretty much the point of that. Point is, man, we were taller, we were greater than. I was shorter in stature. Okay. 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 30. And he took this is King, let me start at 29. And David gathered all the people, 2 Samuel 12 and 29. And David gathered all the people together and went to Rabbah and fought against it and took it. And he took their king's crown from off his head, the weight whereof was a talent of gold with the precious stones, and it was set on David's head. And he brought forth the spoil of the city in great abundance. Let's go into that word, talent of gold. Basically showing you, man, that crown was a lot heavier back then because he was a much greater man than we are today, man. Let's see if I can get that in the blue letter. 2 Samuel 12, 30. Taking the crown off Moab's head. Looking up that word, talent. Okay. Around weight, talent of gold, silver, bronze. Now, I don't really tell you. A large round corn of loaf, also a piece of plain talent. They didn't give me any weights. Okay. Going into your hair, man. Just trying to give you some scriptures on you that you can read about these things, man. Because you're not getting the word, so you know when you get it, you're supposed to think upon these things, whether they be true or not, and then you know you're gonna be walking differently if you believe in the things that you've learned. But you don't believe in the doctrine; you believe in something else. So continue to believe in that. Why even bother brothers who believe in something different than you? Okay, if you one way with one brother and then you go over here and you one way with another brother, then continue doing that. Okay, but you don't need to be around me, man. You come around me, you know, this is how you're gonna be treated according to the scriptures. Ecclesiastes 5:1, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than give the sacrifice of fools. For they consider not that they do evil. So you ain't considering the evil that you're doing. That's why you think you're doing good, but you're actually being evil. Okay? Came up, you know, you think, all right, well, I know this brother. But yeah, but you know that nobody fucks with you. Everyone knows that you're in videos with those brothers over there. You in the New Testament one day. You know we don't believe in that bullshit. You in the New Testament, why the hell you still teaching? Why you ain't in the land? Okay? You in the New Testament, so you believe you with the damn heathens, man. That's what heathens think. That's the heathens doctrine. Maybe you might be a heathen too. Who knows? They think God loves everybody. So continue to believe that. Go preach that. Jump over here to Judges. Judges chapter 16, to verse 13. Delilah said unto Samson, hither thou hast mocked me, told me lies, and tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if thou weavest the 7 locks on my head with the web. So Samson has 7 locks in his head, so you might look at that and think, okay, well, scripture say that he had dreads in his head, and you know, so that's why I'm doing it. First of all, you got to look these words up. And you know nobody in Great Millstone has that. Why don't you go join the IUIC if you love your dreads so much? Why don't you go join them, man? They'll accept you. They'll pervert the scripture so you can feel comfortable in your wickedness. I can't. It's my fault, folks. It's a braid, a lock, a plate of hair. Okay? Ringlet of hair. Okay? It says to change, interchange, and hence the plate. Okay? Of hair. So what's that saying is hair that's interchanged, you're putting it in. Okay? You're interchanging, you're putting the braid in. That's what it means, okay? It's not a damn dread. This right here, you see that? It's locked. You see that? It's locked. We call them braids today. That's how you plait something. It's interconnected, okay? Show me another precept. Judges 16 and 19. And she made him sleep upon her knees, and she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head, and she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. So going into the story of Samson and Delilah, but you got to look into the words. It's the same word, braid, a lock, okay, plait of hair. It's not talking about dreadlocks. Okay. As a matter of fact, you should get this. It's the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary. Look up the word lock. Okay. It says in Numbers 6 and 5, the term indicates the unshorn and disheveled locks of the Nazarite. Judges 16 and 13 and 19, what I just read, the braided locks of the Nazarite Samson. In Ezekiel 8 and 3, a forelock of the prophet's hair. In Song of Solomon 5 and 2 and 11, the luxuriant locks of the Hebrews youth. So, showing you, it's all the same thing, man. They're not dreads. They're locks. They're braids. You understand? What I believe in. This is what we believe in. You don't believe in that? Hey, join the IUIC, man, with your dreads. Go with them. If they were here, you probably be with them too. I don't see them anywhere in Boston. There is a Boston chapter they got out here, but go call them. Let them give you a preset package in a purple garment. Go do it with them, man. But jumping here and there and all over the place, man, that's not a good thing you should be doing. Let's go to those precepts. This book of Numbers 6 and 5. It says, all the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled. In the which he separated himself unto the Lord, he shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. Okay? So if you taking a Nazarite vow, it's not just growing your hair out, man. It's not supposed to be around drinking any grapes. You can't be messing with any grapes. Okay. You know, it says right here, Numbers 6 and 7, he shall not make himself unclean for his father or his mother or his brother or his sister when they die, because the consecration of his power is upon his head. So you can't even, if someone in your family die, you can't even make yourself unclean. There's more to the vow. Okay. And there's more things that you gotta look into that, man. Then you gotta offer up a sacrifice at the end of it. All right, so if you're taking a Nazarite vow, man, then good luck with that, man. And the Lord gonna hold you to the standard. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 3. And he put forth the form of a... Actually, let's start from the top. And it came to pass in the 6th year, in the 6th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I sat in my house, and the elders of Judah sat before me, that the hand of the Lord Yahweh fell there upon me. Then I beheld, and lo, a likeness as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins even downward, fire. And from his loins even upward as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. And he put forth the form of a hand, and took me by a lock of my head. And the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven, and brought me in the visions of the Heavenly Father to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looketh toward the north, there was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoketh to jealousy. So what's that saying is Ezekiel also had this lock, okay, as this King James version describes it as, which goes into braids. You look up the word lock. It's a Hebrew word tissit. It says lock, and it goes into a forelock. A forelock. You look up that word forelock. It says the front part of a horse's mane. Your forehead's connected to your head. It's talking about the top of your head, man. He had a braid. And the Lord used that to pick him up in this vision. Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. I sleep, but my heart waketh. It is the voice of my beloved that knocketh, saying, open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled. For my head is filled with dew, and my locks with the drops of the night. So those locks, King Solomon saying he had locks. You look at that word lock. Can't even say it. Same thing, forelock, okay? It's a braid, it's an interconnected braid, okay? Give me another preacher. Song of Solomon 5 and 11. His head is as the most fine gold. His locks are bushy and black as a raven. So King Solomon also had locks. Okay. Matter of fact, I just googled the dreadlock in Africa. It says in the African diaspora, people lock their hair to have a connection to the spirit world and receive messages from spirits. It is believed locks of hair are antennas, making the wearer receptive to spiritual messages. So that's a heathenistic custom. Okay, you getting spiritual messages, but you ain't receiving these messages from the men of the Lord that the Lord set up. You get messages from unclean spirits telling you, yo, go over here, go over there. Act like this, put your garment on, go over there and chill with them, then go over there. These brothers over here in the New Testament, they don't even wear a garment. When you go over there, you don't wear a garment. Okay? So you all over the place, man. All right? And people see that. Now I see that. And I had to go in the scriptures and see, how do I deal with somebody like that? Okay? You gotta rebuke them. You gotta exhort them. You don't just rebuke them, but you want to get them to understand, because you know you a young man. I get it. Well, you ain't that young. You're a grown man. You ain't a baby. Grow up. Ezekiel 44, verse 20. Neither shall they shave their heads, nor suffer their locks to grow long. They shall only poll their heads. So this is talking about the Levitical priests, man. All right. Same thing, man. Pole meaning the shear. You can't be doing these things, man. It's like a custom. When your hair grows like that, it's because you've been neglecting it. Okay. So that neglect is showing you that the Lord, spiritually, you're being neglected. You don't have, you know, when you see somebody that doesn't have food and water, they start neglecting themselves, man. That's you. You ain't got your Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? That's why you're doing these things. Alright, where am I? 1 Corinthians 11 in verse 14. Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? Yeah, nature will teach you that, man. You know, look at these different animals when their hair gets entangled together like that. You know, they will say that animal was neglected. That animal wasn't being treated properly. All right, so that's a sign of uncleanness, man. Okay, but you just been rejected. That's why you do things like that. You shouldn't be. You keep coming around the men of the Lord. They're trying to tell you, they're trying to teach you, but you keep refusing the words. But you want to listen to these unclean spirits. So keep following them. Jeremiah 6 and verse 30, reprobate silver shall men call them because the Lord have rejected them. So that's a sign of you being rejected. There's a certain time that the Lord will give you grace. You know, he'll, you know, some people, you know, they come in with, you know, different brothers come in with different types of shit they were doing in the world. And brothers are acceptable. We understand. You know? We understand, man. It's not an easy transition. We're not trying to put burdens on you. But there's a certain amount of time where you're supposed to just, the word's supposed to sup with you and it's supposed to turn you into a new man. A new creature, it says in the scriptures. Okay, what's that? Romans 14. It's 2 Corinthians. Let's see, 2 Corinthians 5:17. It says, therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. So you haven't become new. Okay, these words, you've been going there before me. And you haven't become new. You're supposed to be putting off the old man. And you're not a reflection of the doctrine that's being put out there within Great Millstone. There's certain things you just got to put away, man. If not, there's other camps. There's the Lord's put a lot of different camps and spirits out there that you can consort to. But you coming around me, all you doing is trying to defile me, get me. Well, you know, I kind of look at it. The Lord wanted me to rebuke your ass. He wanted me to rebuke you. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know what the Lord's thinking, but you know, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay. Romans chapter 14:5. One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So you got to be fully persuaded in your own mind with these scriptures, man. Okay, you got to believe, okay, I brought out some scriptures, okay, I looked into the word lock, okay, I believe that. Do you think he had 7 dreadlocks like you? Or do you feel like he was wearing something more, because why would Paul say, long hair is a shame unto a man? Okay, why would he say that? And then you got Ezekiel saying he had a lock. King Solomon saying he had a lock. Samson saying he had 7 locks. Why would they say that? So that's a Hamite custom. Exodus, brothers did videos on it, but I'm just bringing it out just because, man. Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast. And what's that talking about? I was talking about the time when the Lord was sending the plagues, man. They didn't touch the children of Israel. So a dog being these heathen, they couldn't, or most importantly the Egyptians, they weren't able to say anything, man. They saw that, damn, we gotta get rid of these people. Let them go. Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against any man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. So he put a difference between them, between who he was messing with and who he wasn't messing with. Okay, and within our customs, law, statutes, and commandments. That's the biggest difference between us, man. Okay. Our customs are different than these heathen, man. And and you following them, will keep following them because their ass is going to be destroyed. I don't want to be thrust through with an unbeliever, man. 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3 sound like Benjamin. 2 Timothy 4 and 3, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And this is one of the precepts that really apply to you, man. You're trying to heap to yourself teachers having itching ears. When you look at that word in 2 Timothy 4 and 3, look up the word itching. Having itching, okay? It says desirous of hearing something pleasant. That's what you do. That's why you go over there and over here. Listen to brothers over here that they don't even fuck with you. But then you go over there and I'm gonna go over here and throw on a Hebrew garment and go chill next. Don't do that, man. Try to follow the scriptures to the best of your ability. Okay. That's the best thing you can do. 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. So if you want to be ignorant, ain't nothing wrong. Be ignorant. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant, man. It's all right. Be ignorant. Okay, but I got to wash off the blood off my hands telling you people what's going to be your destruction for not following the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Revelation 22, verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. So you want to be filthy, continue to be filthy, man. I told you how to be clean. You don't want to be clean. It's okay. It's up to you, brother. I don't know why I keep calling you a brother. You're only a brother if we labor in the same doctrine. You're not a brother, man. Okay? You're a lost, your spirit that I don't know what the hell to call you, man. I'm still trying to figure it out. 2 John chapter 1 and 10. It says, if there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. So you can't come over my house, man. You're not invited over my house, man. You got to have the same doctrine. Okay? Let me read that again. 2 John 1 and 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. Let me look up this word Godspeed.
Strong's G 5463. Chairo.
Okay, it says, not to bid him Godspeed. It says, to rejoice, be glad, to rejoice exceedingly, to be well, to thrive, in salutations, to hail, to salute, to give one greeting or salute. So I'm not even supposed to greet or salute you. Okay? Hey, that's what the scriptures say, man. This is what I'm going by, man. Okay? It says, on meeting or parting, be well, farewell, be glad, Godspeed, greeting, hail, joy, rejoice. None of those things, man. Because you're not in the same doctrine. That's why you don't get treated with that. 2 John 1 and 11, for he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds. So I don't want to be a partaker of your evil deeds. Okay? That's not something I want to be a partaker of. Okay, I don't want to be part of the non-elect. I don't want to partake in the non-election. Okay. That's pretty much it on that. Oh, there's a little bit more, but that's and then you a New Testament believer, okay? So let me see, what's that? Jeremiah 31st chapter. Let's see if we're in the New Testament. Damn fool. Yep, Jeremiah. It says a new covenant. Jeremiah 31:27. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with seed of man and with the seed of beast. So the house of Israel and the house of Judah, what's that talking about? Is that talking about the heathen? Or is that talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom? You tell me. And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict, so will I watch over them to build and to plant, saith the Lord. Didn't he do that? And he fuck us up. Well, he gonna build us up too. Who? Israel. Jeremiah 31:29. In those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten a sour grape, and the children's teeth are set on edge. On edge. Okay. The sour grapes going to Ezekiel the 18th chapter. And your father, you had to pay for the sins of your father. Okay. Ain't gonna be no more of that. Jeremiah 31:31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Okay? The house of Israel and the house of Judah, talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Not the rest of everybody. Not everybody's gonna make it, man. You gotta be a descendant of Jacob, okay? Your bloodline gotta go back to Israel. Jacob. Not from your mother's line. Like Esau be teaching. The heathen. Jeremiah 31:32. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. Yeah, not that same covenant that he made with who? The Israelites in the wilderness. Which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. Yeah, we broke that. We didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why we're in this low state. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. Jeremiah 31:33. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts. You ain't following the law, so how you in the new covenant? You got dreads in your head. You're committing sin still. You don't believe. And will be their power, and they shall be my people. Who's my people? Talking about the Israelites, man. The heathen don't believe in God. They believe in Jesus Christ, a false God, okay? They believe in idols, falsehoods, lies. That's what the heathens believe in. They think Babylon's gonna prosper forever. They don't understand prophecy.
I don't think it's going to be.
Jeremiah 31:34. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor. The neighbor's your brother. We're not supposed to. Brother just came up here and asked, what are you doing? I told him he was an Israelite. I gave him my channel. Ain't gonna be no more of that. He gonna know who he is. He ain't gonna say, I'm from Barbados. He's not gonna say stupid shit like that. I'm whatever my oppressor calls me. He ain't gonna be talking like that. He gonna know I'm from the tribe of Benjamin, or whatever respective tribe we find ourselves to be. And he ain't gonna have little dreads in his head. Jeremiah 31:34, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. So you don't have this new heart. You don't have this understanding. You don't follow the laws. You're not in the land. You don't know the Lord, neither do the heathen know the Lord, neither does all of Israel know the Lord. Neither did this man that just came up here early in this video. Did he know the Lord? And the Lord sent him here to get the channel. Lord will, he can learn something. Okay. And that's pretty much this more, but I just want to get to the point. Actually, did I? Yeah, he don't remember I said no more, man. Simple as that. I think there's one in Ezekiel. Let me Ezekiel 37. And is that it? I think that's it. So, shit. 5, 6, 42. I think it was. I thought it was Ezekiel. I'll grab it. Let me see. Any brother? I'm Salaki. I don't be checking this shit, man. Nope, nothing. Okay. Ezekiel 37 and 20. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations. Right now we're two nations, multiple nations, but talk about the southern kingdom and northern, Judah and Israel. They shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. So he's going to be bringing us back together. And it starts with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Ezekiel 37 and 23, neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols. And that's what you're doing, defiling yourself. Some form of an idol, something in this world that you love, man. It's causing you can't let that go in order to receive the Yahweh Shabbat. According to Jeremiah, you rejected by the Lord. That's why you don't get this. That's why when those brothers left Greenville, Stone Boston, your ass went over there with them. That's why you did that. Ezekiel 37 and verse 23. Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor with their detestable things. And dreads are detestable, man. You can YouTube dreads and people cutting their hairs, all this white shit in it. They have fucking cockatrice eggs and shit in there. Nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. Oh, this is down a little bit more.
But I designed it.
Ezekiel 37 and 24, and David my servant shall be king over them, and they shall all have one shepherd. Of course, that's Yahweh Shai. They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them, and you don't do them. It's another, you're a testament of not being in something that you claim to be in. Hypocrisy. Esau, God of this world, he's the biggest hypocrite. Some way, somehow, you following Esau, man. And he loves the Egyptians and damn Africans. Ezekiel 37 and 25, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob, my servant. Jacob is the forefather of the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Wherein your fathers have dwelt. Our fathers are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our forefathers, Joshua. Everyone who was in that land, man. Those were our fathers. Ezekiel 37 and 25, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Okay, so King David's gonna be there too. Okay. What's the point of building the house of David without King David, man? Is King David here? Where's King David at? Anybody know where King David is? Damn fools. Ezekiel 37 and 26. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. Not everybody. And I will place them, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and multiply them. Okay? And will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. So the Lord's going to be dwelling with the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans forevermore, he said. Not the heathen. Ezekiel 37 and 27. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Wasn't his tabernacle with them in the wilderness, or was it with the whole world? Yea, I will be their power. Okay? There. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You so-called African Americans. Latino Hispanics. Native American, Seminole, Indians, whatever the hell you call yourselves. Ezekiel 37 and 27, my tabernacle, which is a house, also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel. You know, sanctify Israel. Okay. When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. So when he does that, because he's going to do according to his word, that's the Lord's word. Ezekiel's telling you the Lord's word. Okay? What do I want to get, man? What do I want to get? That's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say, man. That's it, man. All right? So I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, Shalom, Ababa Ball, Kwam Yasharala.